And then let me see. Here we go. All right, when it pop up. All right, hold on. Let's hit the intro, baby.
Yo, what's up? This is The Voice. Yeah, the one your girl is texting right now. Check it. You think he's angry? Yeah, you would if you pee sitting down. You think what he's saying is fake? Guys who think that way can't get any ass. But what if I told you this cold-ass motherfucker didn't just create the angry man standard? He is the standard. Yeah, that's right. Live from the block, here's spitting that hip-hop flavor is my dog, Angry Man. Yeah. I can tell you he has a dating chat line for men and a cooking show for men. I can tell you he's been teaching game for over 30 years. And if you want receipts, just go check his website. Before YouTube, Instagram, and all that shit, Steve the Dean Williams has been helping men all over the world. Angry Man, light that cigar. Steve the Dean Williams. Time to lock in. These men are here to teach you the game from the streets, not from mommy's basement. Get your notebooks, call in the show, and ask questions. Welcome to the Angry Mindset Show.
All right, we here. Yeah, we here, my brother. All right, yeah. So as you were saying, you Vikings, man. So you really fucking with that, huh?
Yeah, man. It's speaking to me, man.
Yeah, and that's what I would love, man. I love when it speaks to you, because when it speaks to you, it's really real. You know what I mean? That's when it's really real. But that's the thing that's so great about what you're watching, because I mean, you and I watch the same stuff all the time, and you know, like I say, men were men back those days, and men didn't bullshit back in those days. Men just was like, hey, this is what it is, versus lying to women and stuff. You know what I mean, Angry Man?
Yeah. There's one scene, I can't remember which season it's in, but there's one scene where there's this old Viking, and he's out on the field by himself, and he says, I have fought with men who you're not allowed to utter their name. I've fought with Ragnar Lothbrok. I've fought with Rollo and Floki. So come, he said, I've lived a real life. So come and fight with me. I yearn for Valhalla. Yes. Yo, that shit is ill, bro.
Ill, Matt. But you know, a lot of people today think women automatically just come out of box and angry and bitter and all this other stuff. And what they don't realize, and this is what we want to talk to you about and get your opinion on this, is that here's the thing. Now, both roads are going to lead to no anyway. But if all you want to do is sleep with a woman, why don't you just ask? Why even take her out to get mad at her, knowing that she ain't even going to smash? You know what I mean? Yeah. So why lie to women? Why? I mean, if you actually want to do, because you know you ain't going to get it anyway. Because even if you take her out to dinner, again, this is why they ain't messing with you, because you ain't got no game. And you and I know game is so internal. But what's your take on that, Angry Man?
It's because you have a lot of guys that think they don't understand that when they meet a woman, the woman already knows if she wants to give you some.
Oh yeah.
So everything else is just a formality. Everything else is just the little dance that we do. But there are a lot of guys that don't believe that. What they think is they're convincing the woman to have sex with them. They think that they're tricking the woman into having sex with them. So the reason why they don't want to tell the truth is because they think if they tell the truth, she's going to reject them. So they would rather go through the whole song and dance, because they think the song and dance is tricking her into giving them some. And it's like, no, she already wanted to give you some. If she was entertaining you, you just got to shut up and let it happen.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely. And guys, I want to call in. Y'all have the number 563-999-3056, and you have a question, put a Q in there. But then, Angry Man, to me, that's the weird thing about all this. If you know you want to smash, just ask. I mean, of course she's going to say no, because a lot of these guys are just weird and creepy, and a lot of these guys just don't have enough game to turn a woman on. And you can't hide behind a dinner. Now, again, Angry Man, if someone keep offering you dinners, I mean, are you actually going to say no? Are you actually going to say, well, nah, I don't want your dinner? But it's not like these women don't say, I'm not interested in you, but if you want to go out to dinner, we'll go out to dinner. And then the guy gets mad when she says, no, I'm not going to go to your place or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to have sex with a chick, like me personally, in my experience,
Yes.
if I'm able to get a conversation going with a chick,
Yes.
I mean, to the degree where she's like, yeah, let's exchange numbers. And then I hop on the phone with her. If I can tell just from that first conversation whether or not that's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
yeah. So, it's pretty much you can cut your losses which I've cut my losses plenty of times. Like I can tell from the vibe that it's not going to happen. And if that's what I want, then it's like, okay, I'm not going to waste my time with this situation because I know the situation is not going to go anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, with guys that have that thought process that they're convincing the woman, why would you want to coerce anybody to doing anything they don't want to do?
That's what I don't understand. Why try to beg her or even try to let me take you out. I'm the kind of guy you want to be with and all this other stuff when again, she knows what you are when she first meets you. But the beautiful thing about you and I, Angry Man, is that she loves what we stand on because we actually, I always tell, we ain't even making it about the sex because we're about what can you do for me? Like, what do you bring to the table for me? And like you say, I'm not wasting my time, nor you. You like you just said, we're not wasting our time. And I think they recognize that in us that, you know what? If she's on that bullshit, which she has every right to be on, I can dismiss her.
Yeah.
Take your ass on.
There's a scene in Vikings that I caught. I wish I could show the clip on YouTube, but you know how that go.
Yes.
But there's a scene where Bjorn he's in England, him and his sister, not him and his sister, him and his mother and his brother and his brother's wife, they're kind of fleeing because his brother took over where they live. And there's a scene where there's this princess who they want to marry to the king, Alfred, right?
Yes.
She's standing, she's looking at Bjorn, like Bjorn caught her looking at him. So there's a scene where he just walks up to her and he just stands there and just looks at her. And I'm sitting there watching this shit and I'm like, yo, this right here is the vibe. That it was the perfect illustration of what I mean, because the vibe is hard. It's hard to explain what the vibe is. But when you see it, you recognize it immediately. So when the dude walked up to her, when Bjorn walked up to her, he was just looking at her.
Yeah.
And she didn't say anything. She's just looking at him. And then he just walked off. And later, she went and found him.
Yes.
And look, I had this conversation earlier this morning. I was on a panel and I told this one young lady, I was like, I can tell the type of shit you're on just from the look on your face. And I was like, she said something about she'd be at a coffee shop. I said, if you were at a coffee shop and you were sitting at the table and I was sitting at another table across the room, I said, I could have an entire conversation with you across the room without saying a word.
Say that again. Say that again.
There and have an entire conversation with her without saying a word. But the problem is, dudes do not have enough confidence to do that.
Yes.
They don't know how to do that without looking creepy, without coming off creepy. If you're staring at a woman and you don't have confidence, it comes off creepy.
Yes.
But if you're staring at her and it comes off and you have confidence, she can see it. She can see it and she can see the interest. She can see the body language. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, it's on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, I tell dudes all the time, they need to go back and watch the movie Swingers with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
And, there's a scene where him and his homeboy, they're sitting at the table and they both sitting there. They looking like lions, just staring across the room at the chicks. As soon as the chicks like look at him a certain way, he's like, come on, it's on. It's on. And they get up and go over there. You feel what I'm saying? But dudes nowadays, they don't know how to do that. And when you try to explain to them how to do it, oh, that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. And it's like, how do you know it's not gonna work?
Yeah,
How do you
dude.
know it's not gonna work? Like, come on.
Yeah, guys, y'all can call in. Y'all got the lines. This guy asked this question: how do you ask a woman to fuck without asking the question? You just ask what you want. But see, this is what Angry Man was trying to explain that you're missing. He was trying to explain that you can be across the hall from a woman. It doesn't matter if it's a bar, a club, a bar mitzvah, a wedding. It does not matter. You can say something without saying something when you have enough confidence. And then when you walk over there, it's just reinforcing what the two of you are talking to without saying it. The eyes are making the see what happens. Angry Man is saying when he looks at a woman, he's looking at the woman and they're looking at each other. And Angry Man's gonna either nod or he's gonna lift up his little drink and shit. That's all he's gonna do. And she's gonna understand where that is coming from. And then what Angry Man's gonna do to reinforce that, not then, but eventually, ready? When Angry Man gets around to it. See, Angry Man doesn't have to rush this shit. Why rush something he's already got? You know what I mean? So Angry Man's gonna go over there gingerly whenever he's ready. And then when he starts to talk to her, it's the reinforcement of, you know what? They're already fucking here. That's what you're saying. They're fucking here first versus there. Angry Man, what say you, brother?
I remember one time I was single. I was in my 20s. And I was at the Ale House here, which is like a restaurant / bar. And, it's like a sports bar. They have like the bar where they got the TVs and stuff. Yeah. And there was this chick, this really good looking chick, and she was at the bar. She had a drink and there was a seat next to her. So I walked over to the seat. And when I walked to the seat, I pulled the seat out and I looked her up and down. Like I just looked at her. And then I sat in the seat. But when I sat in the seat, I sat kind of with my back to her. So already I looked at her. I looked her up and down. So initially, boom, she already know I'm interested.
Right. No doubt.
By not saying anything, not coming with a pickup line, not introducing myself, not saying anything. I just sat down with my back kind of sideways to her. It signals as far as my body language, one, I was interested, or was I? So now the curiosity is starting to churn, right? Yes. And so she's sitting there, and for a while, I could tell she wanted to say something. I could feel it. So like she did what women often do, and she kind of nudged up against me to try to make it seem like it was an accident, right? So when she nudged up against me the first time, I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
So when she did it the second time, I turned around and I said, I charge people to touch me, right?
There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? She's like, what? I said, I charge people to touch me. You feel what I'm saying? And then the conversation starts from there because it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does he think he's this dude that he can say these type of things to me? It's about, I could have pretty much said anything. It's about confidence. And see, a lot of guys, this is why I tell guys, if you've never played organized sports or you've never taken martial arts or boxed or did anything like that, even taking a class, even taking a salsa class.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to learn how to tap into your animal magnetism. Right?
Yes.
You got to learn how to do that. So like even with the salsa class, guys will laugh about that. But see, salsa is a very traditional type of dance.
It's a sexual dance.
It's very sexual.
Yeah, very sexual.
But see, what it does is you have to be, when you're the guy, you have to lead and you have to be firm with the woman, right? So you have to take charge. You have to tap into your animal magnetism and shit. There was a story. There's a guy that wrote a book called The 4-Hour Work Week. His name is Tim Ferriss. I was listening to him in an interview, and he said he took a salsa class, and when he went to dance, he said he was a little timid. And when he went to dance with the woman, he said this bad Latina, and he said he went to dance with her, and she got angry. She stopped, and she said to the instructor, "What's with this guy? Like he's built like a tank, but he's holding me like a pussy."
Yeah.
So he had to learn how to be more aggressive. You feel what I'm saying? There are certain things that men do that brings out the animal in you. And when you learn how to tap into that, you'll find that women that taps into something primal in the female's mind. And if you can tap into the primal female mind, you can skip past the feminism. You can skip past all of the modern traditional shit because she's been that longer than she's been this new age shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I always see, I call it tone setting. And what you guys have to understand, there's 2 rules to tone setting. No matter where you go, no matter, like I say, if it's a party, bar mitzvah, club, even wherever these women are at, there's one thing that y'all miss is they're sizing up every motherfucking guy that comes through that door. Every one of you that come through that door. Now, if it's a club, I'll let you guys know. If you come in the club and go right to the wall, you're the creepy guy. You come in the club or the bar mitzvah and you go to the bathroom, you're the nervous guy. If you go to the club and go straight to the bar, you need liquid courage to calm your nerves down. They're sizing you up. But then there is the angry man and there's the motherfuckers like me that when we walk in the bar, we walk in that motherfucker like we own it. We walk in there and we see a beautiful woman, we're going to say something to her. If we see a group of beautiful women, we're going to say something to them. We're going to see some guys, going to high five and give them dap and go about our way. And all eyes are going to keep watching us because we're not moving like the average guy does. Remember, all the guys, it's like 1950 Angry Man. It's like, you know, all the guys stand on the wall. All the girls are over here. The guys don't want to talk to the women. Then we right in the middle, just all in this shit, all in there, talking to women to a point where it's so cool is I love talking to women and then talk to another woman that asks me, oh, I saw you over there talking to women. Well, how you know if I'm talking to women? Are you watching me? What's going on? Exactly. And that's the tone that you want to set, gentlemen. You do not want to set a tone that you're nervous. Angry Man, I talked about yesterday. There's nothing like the thrill of the hunt. There is nothing like seeing a table of women and knowing, oh man, this is it. It's game time. Where you attack the table, you say hi to all the women, and as you saying hi to all the women, speaking to all the women, you eyeing that one you want to talk to, and she know you eyeing her, but you know what? You ain't gonna make the move yet because there's time. I know that she knows that she's going to quote unquote get something to drink, go to the bathroom, or just walk around to give you that signal that you know what? Let's go ahead and talk away from the pack because again, what you guys don't understand, some women might be dating somebody. That might be her sister-in-law, or that might be her girlfriend's or boyfriend's girlfriend at the table. She wants to talk to you, but she'll find a way to get away from the pack where she's going to signal you. See, they don't even see that. It's a signal to say, okay, I'm free now. Come talk to me. And see, Angry Man, that's part of the fucking right there, brother. What say you, man?
Man, look, dudes got to learn how to look, first of all, you got to learn what type of hunter you are.
Yes.
And you got to learn what type of tools you have in your arsenal, right? I remember I went to a cookout, me and a few guys that I know.
Yes.
And you know, where I come from, when guys go out somewhere, we get fresh to death. You know, we trying to be superstars when we get there, you know? Yes. So we go to this cookout and we're walking to where the cookout is at because you got to park in a certain spot and you got to walk, you know, because there's a bunch of people there. So we're walking and a group of women passed by us, right? And I was fresh, but I also had on that Armani Aqua Gio shit, right? And when we walked past the women, one of the women, at first I thought the women were getting ready to get to fighting because of how her reaction was, because she was like, God damn. And we turned and looked, and she was like, that nigga right there smell good. And I was like, you know, so it wasn't like I was like, oh, word, you like that or whatever. No, I was like, word, you know, I just kept it moving. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all about your confidence, your ability to stand out amongst other men. You feel what I'm saying? You got to be able to stand out in some type of way. You feel me? By your body language, your demeanor, the way you carry yourself, all of those different things. And if you do that, half the battle is already won.
Right. And you call 470, you can call back. We'll bring you in if you want to call back. Guys, call back, we'll bring you in. But here's the thing right here. See, this is why most of y'all guys will not. This is why women don't want to fuck with y'all. This is why women don't even want to be around you, motherfuckers, because it is easier. It is very easy to do. It's just you don't believe in yourself enough to do it. And the fact that you don't believe in yourself, surface dweller, is the reason why she doesn't want to believe in you. But let's bring in area code 470 has a question. How can we help you, 470? What's up, brother? 470, are you there? Going once. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, baby girl. Let me turn the volume up. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn you up a little bit. He's kind of low. Okay, hold on. All right, I guess she said something and ran the fuck off. Okay, well, the lines are open. But anyway, what I'm saying is that this is the problem. Wait. How hard is it to turn on a light switch, Angry Man? How hard is it to pick up your car keys? How hard is it to grab your remote control? All those things have one thing in common. You believe in yourself, you believe you can do it, and you just do it. And you're not caring about the repercussions of it not working, because if you grab your remote control and the remote control doesn't work, you just change the batteries. You already know what to do. So how can one say it's hard to do?
Well, see, here's the problem, Steve. The problem is a lot of these guys never turned on a light switch. They never picked up a remote. They never here's the thing. And this is something that men understand when it comes to everything else except women, right? I remember when I first started taking martial arts, I would see kids in there doing stuff. I'd be like, damn, that look hard, right? But because I was willing to learn how to do the stuff, and the crazy thing is the stuff that they were doing is funny, because when you take martial arts, a lot of stuff that people are doing, you don't understand how you're going to learn to do that. You just think you understand how you're going to learn to do it. And like, I seen one dude do this move, and I was like, I want to learn how to do that move. But every time I go to class, the teacher got me doing some shit that ain't got nothing to do with that move.
Right.
He's got me standing up against the wall, putting my hand on the wall to get my balance, to learn how to do a roundhouse kick. He's got me doing this. He's got me doing that. It's a bunch of stuff. And you know what I found out? It was really interesting, because one day when I was sparring, I was able to do the move. Yes. He had never showed me how to do the move. And it's like, it's because you have to learn the fundamentals. If you learn the fundamentals, then you get the ability to do the things that you see other people doing. It's the same way when it comes to boxing. It's the same way when it comes to playing football, when it comes to playing basketball. You got to learn the fundamentals. And see, the problem is the guys, they don't realize. They're like Danielson when Mr. Miyagi was telling them wax on, wax off.
They always questioning shit.
Questioning shit. Stop questioning shit and just follow instructions, and you'll be surprised it's like the guys that call in sometime, right? And then you might tell them, hey, do this. Matter of fact, this is back when we had them calling the chicks. Do this. And at first, the dude is giving you resistance. He doesn't want to do it. And then when he finally does it with the girl on the phone and he gets a reaction that he's never gotten out of her, he's like, oh, shit.
I didn't know, right?
I didn't know.
Right.
And they don't get it. Like to the guys that's watching, nobody's telling you this stuff to try to make you feel less than or feel insignificant.
Yes.
You don't know. You don't know. It's like the people that think the word ignorant is an insult. Ignorant is not an insult. It just means you don't know. So if you don't want to continue to be ignorant, you have to learn.
Yes. All right. Well, we got a call. 850. What's your question or statement, brother? What's up?
Yes. And this is DDS. I was just calling, because I was listening in, and y'all on point. Hey, Angry Man, how you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
I was just saying that. I mean, what I think it is that it's the confidence issue. Just be yourself.
Can't do that.
Be yourself, but be confident with it.
Can't do that.
Be yourself, but be confident with it.
Can't do that.
Because
caller, stop.
You can't be something that you're not. Because if you being something that you're not, they're gonna catch on to it eventually.
All right, caller.
And
All
it
right,
ain't gonna work out.
850, brother. You're giving them bad information. You're telling them to be themselves. What happens when yourself sucks? You can't have the cliche that people always say is be yourself. You can't be yourself when yourself sucks. But like Angry Man was saying, is that what's so funny? I don't know why you're laughing. I'm serious. What's so funny?
Because you know you're telling the truth.
Saying, this is what I'm
just
saying.
the way you were saying.
You know,
that's
listen.
all,
Let's check
that's
this out,
all.
big dog. Okay, this is what Angry Man saying. The fundamentals. See, when you learn fundamentals, that's going to be a shift in your thinking. Thus, gives you a new side of confidence that you've never seen before. But if you're telling someone just to be yourself and have confidence, you might as well tell them to fucking walk up against the wall and keep banging their head, and eventually a vortex is going to open up. Doesn't work that way.
It's like telling somebody that wants to be a millionaire, be a millionaire.
Yeah, doesn't work that way.
You can't, like, if that's one of the cliches, and I feel you on that, Steve. That's one of the cliches that I really don't like, is when you say, okay, you just gotta be confident. It's cool to tell somebody that, but you also have to tell them how to gain confidence.
Oh, yes. Woo!
How to gain confidence, right? Like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Here's a little brief story, right? Real quick. So when my relationship ended, I was in a 10-year relationship and it ended, right? And I was like, okay, you know what? I had some issues mentally. I had some issues going on. I ain't even gonna front. So I started going out, hanging out with the fellas again, doing what I do. And that was really essential for me to build my confidence back up, to go out and do regular guy things and hang out with the guys and not even be worried about women. You know what I'm saying? Just be worried about doing my thing or whatever. And guess what? As I did that, my confidence built back up. And sometimes you got to use something that can give you your confidence. So my homeboy, he's like, yo, come on, let's go out or whatever, right? So we go out, we shooting pool or whatever. And I knew how to play pool, but I wasn't really that good at it. So I really started focusing on being good at shooting pool or whatever. And I'll never forget it, because it got to the point where I was really good. And one day I'm in this bar and I'm shooting pool or whatever, and I'm like just running the table on these guys. I'm just beating their asses and shit, right? And I happened to turn around and I was winning so much that women had pulled their chairs up and they was just sitting there watching me win. And there is nothing in this world that will build a man's confidence more than winning at something. You got to win at something. You feel what I'm saying? It'll help you with your confidence.
Yeah, so you understand that, 850?
All right, I appreciate y'all.
All right, respect. Great call.
Y'all.
Great call. Let me tap more on what 850 was saying about be yourself. How can you be yourself, gentlemen, when you have no self-worth? How can you have confidence in yourself when you don't even have a self-identity to define who you are to yourself? And this is where a lot of guys go wrong. All you want to do is cover up those things with a rug, thinking that women are stupid enough to not see you for what you actually are. She knows you want to fuck, but she also knows this. If you want to play games, let's play. So if you want to play the game of manipulating and deceiving me, then I'm going to play the game of, I'm going to give you a few crumbs. You're going to take me out, buy me things, and I'm just going to move on to the next motherfucker. And you can't get mad at her because you started this. She didn't remember, Angry Man. They go up to the woman. You go up to her. So what you do starts everything. So if all you want to do is fuck, which is not a bad thing, but if you ain't making it about that and you just don't keep it 1,000, then you're automatically lying to the woman. So then she's going to play chess to your checkers. What say you, Angry Man?
Hey, look, the realest thing I ever heard somebody say, somebody was interviewing Gucci Mane, right? And Gucci Mane, I forgot the question they asked him, but I think it had something to do with swag and his energy. And they was like, well, how do you do this? And he was like, he said, it's simple. He said, you either got the sauce or you lost in the sauce. and a lot of these dudes, they are lost in the sauce. You feel what I'm saying? In other words, they hear all of this information and it's too much for them to handle. And so they just dismiss it outright. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, no, you gotta find out what your true north is.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You got to figure out what it is that is going to take you in the right direction.
Yes.
And most dudes don't know how to figure out what that is. And in my opinion, it's personal development.
Always. Game.
Personal development. Like, learn how. Look, this is the thing. Women love interesting men.
Very
interesting. They love interesting men. Like, yo, it's cool to have a career, but have your career and do that, but fucking learn another language. Like, travel, go some places and experience some life so that you got something to talk about other than can I get some, or other than your titties are big, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, learn something else that's gonna make you, like me and my boy Grinch, we got this thing about wanting to be Renaissance men, where you basically are an interesting individual. It's like the commercial with the guy, the Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man in the world. You feel what I'm saying? That dude ain't got no problem getting ladies. None, because he's the most interesting motherfucker in the world. You feel me? Or better yet, you know what? For all of the guys, if you want to see what it looks like to be an intriguing, interesting guy, watch James Bond movies
all day.
And just peep James Bond swag. Or, there's a movie with Pierce Brosnan called The Thomas Crown Affair.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Go watch. There's guys that most people never pay attention to, that they're dripping with swag. They're dripping with game. And you don't even understand why. Go watch Ocean's 11 and pay attention to George Clooney's character and Brad Pitt's character. Like, for real, it's there. You can see it. You just got to learn how. You got to figure out not how to be James Bond, or not how to be Pierce Brosnan or George Clooney. You have to figure out what your version of that looks like. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah, because James Bond, again, James Bond is a perfect blueprint. You never see James Bond saying, "Hello, my name is Bond. James Bond, let's fuck." Or, "My name is Bond. James Bond, let's go to your room." You never hear him even talk about fucking. But why is she knocking on his door at 2:30 or 1 o'clock in the morning? Because how you feel about yourself influences, how you think you are. And that's how people are going to perceive you. See, James Bond doesn't have to say, "I'm good with women." He shows that he's good with women by not making it about women, versus what most of you guys do. Everything you do is all about pussy. Everything you do is always worshiping women. Everything you do is always kissing her ass. Whereas James Bond, he's like, you know what? Hey, fuck these women. I look, when I'm ready to get her, I'll get her. But I don't need to. I'm off doing other shit. And she's seeing that I'm leading her. And I'm showing her things in a perspective about myself that the average guy can't do. And they automatically want to fuck him. And that's the attitude that we're trying to show you. See, if all you want to do is fuck, you lose. Because what's in it for her? But why does a woman want to fuck James Bond? You know what's in it for her? She gets to feel the power of what it means to be around a man. She gets to be influenced sexually by somebody that can tell her what to do and fuck the shit out of her in her head and in her body without even saying any. Angry Man, have you ever heard James say, "Let's fuck"? No. Ever. No. Never says it. But yet, the influence, like you said, he's an interesting man that is interesting to himself. And he can talk to a woman. He can make her smile. He can persuade her. And Angry Man, even in talking to her, he fucking. You see how the women are just taken in to the conversations that he has. He doesn't ask what you do for a living. He doesn't ask where your last boyfriend is. He doesn't ask what college you went to, because he doesn't give a fuck about that shit.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Yeah, he doesn't care.
And see, here's the thing they don't get. The reason why the women respond to James Bond like that
Yes.
because they're looking at it like, I want to be the woman that gets to be with a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? So there it's something that is primal in if you look at it from a biological sense, women want to be able to produce the best children.
Yes.
So because of that, anytime they see a man that is taller, and I don't mean taller physically, I mean he's towering above other men.
Yes.
She wants that man because it's like, I need to be the woman that gets, because in her mind, it's a sort of validation for her that if she's able to get the best man, she's the best woman. You feel what I'm saying? So for the guys, if you're the worst type of man, she's not going to want to get with you because she understands that she can only be a reflection of the man she's with. You understand? So if she sees that you're a loser, she's not going to want to be with you because she doesn't want to be the reflection of a loser. That would make her a loser.
Exactly. And the everything starts when you first see your guy. It's that moment right there that's going to define everything that you are. Again, let's go back to James Bond. No fear, no worry, nothing but confidence. He looks fear in the face and says, fuck you. I'm going right through you. I'm James motherfucking Bond. Fucking you do to me. And he'll walk. He just waltzes in. It's like he's walking on air. And he just, and all the ladies are just looking at him. And you know what? He's too busy looking at his drink because he ain't even looking at the women because he knows, hey, look, I'm just going to chill out and have this nice little whatever the hell he's drinking, sip on a little bit. And who am I gonna bring to my motherfucking room? Who is going to be the lucky lady?
See, the crazy shit is he got so much shit going on. He got so much other shit going on that he's not even thinking about it really. He's got so much other shit on his mind, so much other shit going on that he's intense. You feel me?
Yes.
This is why Batman gets so much pussy.
Oh, same thing. Oh, same thing.
Because he's an intense guy that's like really, and let's be clear, Batman gets more pussy than Bruce Wayne.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Women want Batman more than Bruce. You feel what I'm saying? And Bruce is a billionaire. You feel me?
Oh, we got a call. Let's bring in area code 1111111 anonymous. What's your question, sir? What's up?
Hey, this is China White.
What's going on, China White? How you doing? What's your question or statement?
What's going on, China?
Hey, Angry Man. I was just listening in on Angry Man live stream. Good show, very good show. I think, well, it's not really a question. I think I would like to say this: like with a lot of men, we can sense out insecurity with women. That's the first thing we go for is your insecurity.
Yes.
So if your insecurity is your money, your body, how you live your life, like we can sense that out on you. And then we use that against you to get what we want. A lot of men don't understand that when it comes to your confidence, you're supposed to exude that so we can doubt ourselves when we're dealing with you.
Woo, girl, can you say that one more time, please, China White, for all this guy? Can you tell him you smell hey, China White, you smell it a mile away, don't you, China White? You already know that guy can't fuck. He can't eat pussy. You know he can't kiss. He can't touch you. He can't turn you on. And there's nothing he can do but give you a dinner and maybe pay a bill.
Right. It's kind of like whatever your insecurity is, we begin to lean on that. And that's how a woman actually puts you in that box of, okay, he's the lame guy. He's not going to ever get this ass. We ain't going to ever see him. We're not going to ever do nothing unless it's going to benefit us.
Yes.
But when we deal with you and when you have like that type of energy, when you exude who you are, you trust and you got confidence. It's kind of like you trust your gut. You trust yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of men, they doubt their abilities of who they are. So we use that against you.
Yes.
If we're dealing with a man, like, okay, so like you guys on the panel, I can't snips out insecurity in you guys. Because you guys believe who you are,
Yes.
you trust who you are, and you're willing to walk away from a woman.
Easily.
And we see that. That's what makes us trace you.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes. Hey,
Right.
China White, you on motherfucking point. God damn, girl. God damn, you on point, girl. Because you know what's crazy, China White? I don't even think y'all even intentionally do this to these guys. It's just that it's just a mechanism. I mean, think about this, China White. And I always tell guys, every guy you meet now with insecurity is the same guy from elementary school, junior high school, and damn near college. They're the same guy doing the same kiddie shit, walking on eggshells, beating around the bush, trying to be your best friend, lying, trying to manipulate you, and they act like y'all are stupid as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. And we be leaning, we be wanting you to think that. Like, this is the thing. Women want men to think that they're dumb
Mhm.
because we can run that dazzle and distress on you, and there you go doing what we want. But the moment I can't, like, it's kind of like if I'm dealing with, let's say you are an angry man.
Yes.
Women be looking, because we're already insecure. We already
Yes.
doubting who we are
Yes.
because of our last relationship or men or the things we see online. So we're already doubting ourselves. We be looking for you to doubt yourself so we can act like we don't doubt ourselves. So it's
Yeah.
kind of the same when it comes to women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's the thing. And before, the thing is when I see you, I'm saying, look, listen, I appreciate your body and all the other stuff, but what are you doing to get my attention? You got my curiosity, but what are you going to do to get my attention? And what are you going to do to be worth my time? And what are you going to be worth my respect? See, the thing about real men is we don't flood the market with dick. We withhold it from the market because dick is earned. You just ain't going to get it just because you look good versus a guy that just gives it to you in a package, in a bow that says, please take the dick, which means if you take it, it's only going to be a 3-minute excursion of, oh my God, is that all you got? You know what I mean, China White?
Right. And it'll get to the point that a woman will begin to throw herself at you. Because see, then it's kind of like you can pull our card and question what we're doing dealing with you. So then it's kind of like you kind of take the power away from us and you hold the power. So now we're working for your attention.
Yes.
Now we're working to be in your presence.
Tell 'em.
So it's kind of like that. So when a man, what a lot of men don't understand, if they say a woman is stupid, dumb, etc., you can say that. What you're actually doing is telling yourself that this woman is, she doesn't know. It's kind of like you dumb yourself because
Yes.
we can run game on you because you already see us in this light of, okay, she's dumb, she's stupid, she's slow. So when I deal with you, I'm gonna go directly towards your insecurities.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you thinking that I'm this damsel in distress, that I don't know what's going on,
Right,
and I want you to give more and more and more to me until I get what I want.
Let me ask you this, China White. Let me ask you this, right? So, and you've
Yeah.
probably seen me do this on panels numerous times, right? I want you to tell the guys here, I want you to confirm it. I want you to confirm for the guys here that when a woman says something that she know is bullshit, she know is bullshit, she's throwing it out there to see which suckers take the bait. But when that one man calls you out on that bullshit, when that one man is like he can see through you, like fucking Superman seeing through a wall, how sexy is that to you?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Say this. When a woman knows when a man is on to her, it's kind of like, okay, so now I know I can't play with him. Now I have to come correct. Now it's more so a woman want to be more vulnerable to you because you already see her for what it is. You already know what she's about. You already can sense her bullshit. So it's kind of like, I can't play with you. I can't play with you like that. So it's more so on either I shut up or I listen to him or, I need to see where he's from. I need to know what he's doing. I need to know if he, you know what I mean? When the last time he was with a woman, I want to figure him out because obviously he already know what I'm about. And this how it is on some real shit. if a woman, because when we dealing with men, we already feel like we ain't shit. I'm gonna just put it out there. But when we deal with a man, it's kind of like you the shit. So I need to get with you because you already know what I'm about. You already know. It's kind of like you're kind of like that quote unquote that raw man that can sense out and seek bullshit when it comes to a woman. So we're not gonna try you, but we're gonna try to you because we can actually run game on him and he's gonna actually give me what I need, but not you. I have to work for what I want from you. So it's more so like either she'll put you in a category, like let's say the angry man, she'll put you in a category, okay, I can't play with him like that. But I'll put him in a category of I can benefit from him. He's gonna be over there with the benefit. You're gonna be over here that I trace you because it's something about you that you already know about me and I can actually reveal myself to you. I can't reveal myself with the other man because he don't get it.
Yeah, China White, you know I heard something that everybody missed. You want to know what that was, China?
What?
Once Angry Man said what he said, that giggle told me a million things without saying anything at all.
No.
Yo, yes. When Angry Man said what he's you giggle. No. I'm saying this is good. No. I'm saying when Angry Man asked you the question, you missed it. I don't even think you realized. Did you realize you giggle before you answered the question? Don't you realize that?
That is always a telltale sign. Like for the guys, when you're talking to women,
yes,
and you get that giggle,
get the giggle.
You know she's vibing with you. You already know she's vibing with you. That's the vibe I'll be talking about.
Right, that's game right there. No, China, you might have missed it, but see, men pick up on certain things. And when Angry Man asks you the question before you answer, you go back and listen to this. You giggle first. That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad or good thing. I'm just saying that a man recognizes certain things in a woman to know he's going in the right direction by what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I listen to Angry Man. Angry Man know I be in the club. I always listen to Angry Man.
No. I'm just saying the giggle. Yeah, no, it's all good. No, yeah. I'm just saying I want everybody to go back to get a chance. Angry Man put a bit of yak down, and I think you don't realize subconsciously you giggled before you answered the question. And what I'm saying to those that are listening, that when you know game and you get a giggle and they don't even realize they're giggling, that you're going in the right direction. That's all I was saying. I just wanted to
you know what, Steve? There's a funny little story, right, that happened a while ago, right? So one day I was on a panel and China White happened to be on that panel, right? And so one of the guys, I forget which panel it was, but one of the guys was telling the dudes, hey man, prove yourself, shoot your shot at China, right? And so one dude got up there, he was fumbling around and China was running, like she was running circles around him, right? So then when they pulled me back up on the panel, I said, hey, China, let me holler at you for a second. China said, I'm not doing this with you, Angry Man.
Listen,
that shit was hilarious to me. I was like, what I do?
I already know. Angry Man is confident. He's confident. Okay. He's extremely confident and it exudes him to the point that it's kind of like, okay, he's coming at me directly. I can't even play with him.
No, they can't.
You know what I mean?
No games. Oh, you already know.
It's always love here. It's always love.
Yeah, no doubt, baby. I know, and I appreciate the call, but no, that's what it is. That's the beautiful thing about it. You know, from Jump Street, you can't play no bullshit ass games because not only will you get checked on it, you will get dismissed because of it, and you can tell that because there are so many guys that don't do this. That when you recognize one that does, he stands out like a beam of light, like a beacon. It's like it's just a separation and all this other stuff. So, but China, man, hey, China White, man,
a woman ain't gonna waste your time.
No, exactly.
A woman ain't gonna waste your time when you're that way. She's not gonna waste your time because she already knows you're not going to even deal with her because she's wasting your time because you already shot up. So a woman ain't gonna waste your time if you exude that. But if you playing and I see that I can actually come like play games with you, a woman will waste your time. And then you the type of man you question the mixed signals when the signals are already there when you're dealing with her. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let y'all have the show.
China, no, hey China, we appreciate it, China. Oh, absolutely, China. We appreciate the call. And then what I love the most is you're keeping it a buck with these men out here. And I love it. Anytime you want to call in, please call in and let them motherfuckers know. Punch them in their goddamn chest. China, real China. just real quick, how's it set up when you know you're in front of? Matter of fact, let me ask you this, China. I want y'all. This is going to be China. You're sitting in front of them. Give us the top 10 boring ass fucking questions that they come up. What do they say? What are the top 5 cupcake questions that you hear and you say, you know what? Man, my pussy dried up. I ain't fucking with this motherfucker. What is the top 5 you got, China? What are the top 5 that they say?
I would say that the top 5 things is stroking my ego. You know what I mean? Trying to flatter me. You know what I mean? You're telling me how pretty I look when 300 dudes just told me how pretty I am. Let's see. I don't know. It's just, it has a lot to do with the guy energy. It's kind of like, if she already gonna put you in a box of you're weird, so it doesn't matter what you say, because she already said, okay, I am going to put him in this box.
Yes.
So you will never get out of that box because you don't have the potential. So it doesn't matter what you say, because I already deemed you weird. I already deemed you, you're not the dude that's getting wet. I already deemed that from the energy, how you carry yourself, how you throwing yourself at me. And with men, well, we already know you're going to be the clown. So it's kind of like, you got to spark up the conversation. You got to text me. You got to chase me. You got to try to get me to find interest in you. So we already deemed that once we begin to have that first conversation, and I already know where your insecurities lie. And then I'm going to go for that. And then it's going to make you work hard to get with me. But the difference is from the other guy that exudes confidence. Number one, he's not talking too much. Number two, he's sizing her up and down, and he's looking directly in her eyes. And the way he carries himself, you know, it's kind of like, it's like women already understand it, because the guy with confidence, he's not really talking so much. He's not running his mouth. He's serious. He got a unit on his face, and you know,
hey, China,
it's different.
Yeah, China. If I was with you, I'd just tell the waiter. I'd be like, "What's up, waiter? Hey, let me tell you the story how I met this sexy ass woman. I'm here minding my own business, getting a box of Excuseberry Crunch, and she's poor as shit. Try to look all cute and everything. I mean, come on, look at it." And I would get up and I'd twirl you around. I say, "Come on, dog. Wouldn't you bite her neck and take up the tree?" And look here, dog. Peep this. When I ask for the receipt, take your time, because that's when I'm going to go for the kiss, because I want to know if her lips taste better than that wine that she's sipping on. I would do that. You know what I'm saying, China? But see, the other guys you deal with,
yeah.
Well, what do you do for a living? When was your last boyfriend? You know what I'm saying, China?
The thing, like a woman, if she's interested in you, she's going to run her mouth. That's one of the inklings that a woman is feeling you, because we begin to run our mouth so we can seek your approval.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Yes.
She's not trying to seek your approval. If a woman is not feeling you, she put you in that box, she's not going to seek your approval. But the other guy, she's going to seek his approval, because what he says matters. What you say doesn't.
Yes.
It's kind of like you're going to be the clown, and you be pulling a relationship, and guys be like, well, she's not meeting up with me. She doesn't want to see me. She doesn't want to have sex with me. Or she doesn't, like, what do I need to do? Well, brother, you got to try like a little bit more harder, because you already put in the box of being weird, awkward. She's not feeling you, and she can run game on you. So it's going to be hard for you to come out that box. You could come out the box, but I mean, that's how we view it. But let me let y'all go, okay?
All right, China. Hey, China. It's my first time meeting. I appreciate you, China White. We're going to have to talk, because you on that good yak. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Good show, y'all. Y'all have a good show.
All right, that was China White, everybody. Thank you, China White. Respect to you. That was China White calling in. Hey, guys, this is what Angry Man and I are telling you. They can tell when your pussy is tighter than theirs by what you do. And if you don't have the confidence, now remember, Angry Man and I keep telling you, it doesn't start when you first meet her. Like Angry Man said, the foundation and the fundamentals have to start at home, Angry Man. It doesn't start when you walk out your door. What say you, my brother?
Yeah, it's like if you go back and you listen to that song with 2 Chainz and Janae Aiko, when she starts singing and she say it's a vibe. That's what China White was just talking about. If you have the right vibe, the woman is going to be feeling you. But if your vibe is off, you know what I'm saying? What did Janae Eco say? She said it's a vibe. I might fucking spend the night. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you got that vibe, and really it's the vibe that gives the woman a level of comfort.
Yes.
She has a level of comfort with you, then all of a sudden, like for instance, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm gonna keep the name out of it, right? But I was on a panel with a woman that everybody around these spaces thinks is a dragon lady, right? And a lot of people in the chat room noticed when I started talking, she got so comfortable. It was like she wasn't even on the show no more. She started painting her fucking toenails. And most people wouldn't pay no attention to that. Like, that's when you know women are comfortable. When women start doing certain stuff around you, that's when you know they comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? Once they get comfortable with you, it's a whole other vibe. It's a whole other thing going on. You feel me?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And I think that's what. Oh wait, we got to air another call. Area code 208. I'm sorry. Let's get in. Let's get this guy in. I guess this guy. Area code 208. What's your question, brother?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you speak up a little bit, please?
Hold on. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, so Steve, I called in a couple weeks with you and Macario about 3 weeks ago, and I was the talker with, I had ringworm, it was a skin disease, and I was in a really tricky place at that moment in my life.
I don't remember, but
And now I
don't remember. What's your question though? I don't remember what's going on. What's your
so
question?
I don't have that anymore, and so now I'm kind of able to like go on dates and everything. And I've been able to get 3 dates. I got 3 dates coming up this next week, and I'm just kind of wondering, like after I kind of set them up, I don't want to like let them hanging. So what do I, after I set it up, what do I do afterwards?
Okay,
To
but
like text them because you always mention not to like go
I know,
4 days, 5 days without saying
but
anything.
this is the problem. This has to be created before you walk out your door. You just don't go one step. See, your opponent, the woman, is already 10 or 15 steps ahead of you. You are just taking one step at a time. And that's the problem why you're going to fail, because you are not creating anything about you. Angry Man, what say you on this, brother?
So if you set up the dates, right? You set up the dates. Do you already know where you're going?
Yep.
You know where you're going, right? Is it somewhere you want to go?
Yes.
Okay. Is it somewhere where you feel like you're going to have a good time?
100%. 100%. I mean, I've set it up to where one chick is really dying. She's been wanting to hang out with me. I haven't been able to like actually hang out with chicks for a long time. I'm able to. And so I've been in control, like, and so they're all like, it's all after like late at night, where before when I used to talk to chicks, I used to have to go around, but now I was like, no, we're going at 9 o'clock at night. Meet me there. Bam. So I got all the.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
So
here's the thing. Stop worrying about the chick. Don't worry about the chick. What you need to do is you need to worry about having a good time. This is what I want you to do. When you go on a date, I want you to pretend like you're just going out to have a good time. You're just going out to enjoy yourself. You're just going out to enjoy yourself and let it flow. Like, let it look. Here's the thing. This is what I want you to do. Don't think that there's a mistake that you can do on the date.
Right.
Even though it's possible, but don't think that way, because if you think that way, what's going to happen is you're going to be putting off that nervous energy.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're putting off that nervous energy, she's going to pick up on it and she's going to interpret it as something else. She's not going to interpret it as, oh, he's nervous because he's on a date. No, she's going to interpret it as he's not confident. He's a loser. He's this, he's that. No, you have to somewhat be aloof.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to go on a date and you have to be in control of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet the chick there, it's like you're just there to have a good time and she's just along for the ride. Okay?
Yeah. So call her. Where you taking? Where you going to take her? Where's the one place you're taking her that you're good at? Give me one place.
So there's two places. I'm taking two women to one place and another girl to another.
Okay.
There's Estella's Ice Cream where I'm taking two chicks
Okay.
there after 9 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Thursday I'm taking a chick to the Still, which is another ice cream place at 9:15.
All right. So, okay, remember, I always want you to have one place, one spot, especially for ice cream. But here's my question is, why this spot? Why do you like this the most? I mean, what is the environment like?
Because
yeah, but I'm saying is always remember you got to sound check. And let me ask you a question. Do they have other things in ice cream? Are there other pastries? Where does the ice cream come from? Where do the cocoa beans come from? Where does the vanilla beans? All these things.
Downtown Boise, Idaho. So what I was gonna do? So it's downtown Boise, Idaho. I was just gonna get ice cream, and it's nice and hot around 9 o'clock, and it's beautiful to walk downtown. And there's a bunch of places. There's bars. There's parks. It's really
okay. That's fine. Okay, but here's my question. Here's my question. You got all these little places. That's great, but where are the moves that are going to be made when you're walking in this area? What are you talking about in this area versus that area? If we're walking in the park, this is my opportunity. Is there a swing to push her on? Is there a merry-go-round, a fling her ass, so those push her too hard to make her fall off that motherfucker? But what I'm saying, is there a fountain where you can go in for the kiss? I mean, everything should be sound checked where you know that I've got an opportunity to do this versus do that, but to show her that this is who I am. This is what I do. I'm just not going here just for the sake of going. I'm here because this is what I do. And you need to show her that. Don't just take her somewhere. Take her on an experience like you're her guide. But it's not the guide of saying, look at that tree and look at that building, but to be able to talk to her while you're in the moment, sir. Angry man?
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to map it out and you want to plan it out, but you want to make it appear that you didn't.
Right.
Yeah. Make it appear that you
I'm doing with the first date. I have a girl who's super interested, and I'm not like that interested.
You're doing it again. Stop. You're doing it. Stop. You're doing it again.
With the chick. Don't worry about the chicks.
Yeah, stop talking about the chick and how beautiful she is. She's not sexy. She's not desirable. She's not beautiful. You are until she earns that shit.
Okay.
Stop caking her. You're already losing.
Yeah, you're already like, oh, the chick is super interested. Forget all of that.
Throw that shit out.
Forget all of that. Like, look, here's the thing. It's hard for me to explain this because I've gotten to the point to where I do it naturally.
Well, right.
Yeah. You have to like if I was single right now, I could hit up a chick and be like, yo, what you doing Friday? Nothing. I'm not busy. All right, well, check this out. What I want you to do is I want you to wear something nice, be ready at such and such time.
There you go.
Where we going? Don't worry about that. Just worry about looking nice. You feel what I'm saying? And then you go pick up and then you take her on this experience. You take her where you look like this is just what I do. This is just how I live my life. You're just along for the ride. You feel what I'm saying? You're just along for the ride. This is what I normally do. You feel me? And it's always good to go places that I think it might have been Miles that touched on this. It's always good to go. I think Steve did too. It's always good to go places where you always go because she's not going to know that you always go there. And when you walk in there and people recognize you and they're like, yo, what's going on? It gives the impression that, oh, he's that dude, and you're just having an experience and you're not forcing anything. Even for the guys that have difficulty putting the moves on chicks, I'm going to tell you a real easy trick that is awesome. It's an awesome trick. I call it 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Right? Which basically is you go to put your arm around the chick, right? And if she's receptive to it, it's like, okay, cool. So then you do something else, right? Now, if she gets a little, like you're moving too fast, then you don't trip about it. You just take that 1 step back. And then you take another step forward. You feel what I'm saying? As far as intimacy, as far as touching, as far as, every once in a while when you want to tell her something, if you're out in public, you have the excuse that you might not want everybody to hear it. So you lean in and whisper it in her ear. You feel what I'm saying? You're breaking the barrier of not being close to one another or not touching one another. Like you want to give her, even if you're faking it at the moment, you have to give her the impression that this is just your normal thing. Okay, this is just your normal thing, because what happens is when she feels like this is your normal thing, it's like, wow, he probably wines and dines all types of women.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now she's thinking about competing with the other women. So now you flipped it to where you're going on a date and you're trying to impress her to where now she's going to try to impress you.
Yeah. And real quick, 313-475, bring you in 1 second. Real quick, caller. I say this, you've always got to have your own bartender and your own waiter. And what I mean is so you get so cool with these people, they know what you want to eat, they know your appetizers, and they know your favorite drink. And all you got to do when you get that woman, you just call up your waiter, because that you want to be served by one person all the time. Wherever you go, I want to be served by this one guy so he can know you. Because when I go to places, I have one waiter. So when I get that waiter, he puts my plastic stuff on the table because I don't eat metal because I used to be a dishwasher. He puts my plasticware down. He has my appetite. He has everything set up, and I don't have to ask for anything. All he's going to do is take her order or her drink, right? And what's going to throw her off is like, well, why is he taking your order? Oh, he's already got me. He's already got me. Or you go to the bar, you know how cold it is if you say at the bar, the bartender's, hey, lady, how you doing? Oh, hey, what's going on, angry man? Oh, how you doing? This is such and such. Oh, how you doing? What can I get you to drink? Oh, I like to drink this. And then he turns around, and then he brings her drink and your drink. Hey, dog, it's moves right there. But you
know how cold I am with it. I went to this freaking hotel last summer. I went to I was in Miami Beach. I went to this hotel, and I had went to the bar the night before. My woman was in the room. I went to the bar the night before. I had this conversation with the bartender. Long conversation. We talked about a lot of stuff, just guy stuff, right? The next night, I was like, hey, babe, let's go to the bar, right? So we go to the bar, and the guy, because I had this conversation with him, he remembered me. He's like, hey, what's going on? And he was like, what, you want the usual? And I was like, yeah. And my girl is looking at me like, the usual? We just came here. You know what I'm saying? And when he got finished giving, I was like, yo, yeah, let me get the usual. And hey, what you want? And he's like, yeah, I got it, or whatever. He put it up there. And the crazy thing about it is, which really was some next level boss shit, when it came time to pay it, he was like, hey, Juan, this is on me.
Yes. Yes,
now this is something. This is in a relationship. This is with a woman I've been with 13 years, and I'm still showing her those things. So you gotta have these tools in your arsenal.
Always. And last but not least, Carl, at the end of the day, wait, hold on. At the end of the day, if it's a woman that looks good and you don't ever met it, this is the double back. After you get done with your old date or whatever, that chick, you can always double back the next day and pick the waitress up, dog. I mean, it's game right there. But what you got to say, because we got two calls, 313 and 475. What's your question, brother?
I just wanted to say for a voice message. So I ain't got it for the ones I ain't got for 2 days. Do I voice message them? Because I already set up.
I'm just thinking of AJ. Send me a. You know what? I'm just thinking about you right now. Just thought I'd say what's up. That's all. Keep it light. Keep it easy. Keep it light. That's all. Easy and light.
Okay.
Just let her know I'm thinking. Because guess what? The average motherfucker ain't doing it. So you always remember you're gonna stand out by doing less than average things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we'll throw you back in.
Thank you, boys.
All right. Thank you. And we're bringing 313, then 475. 313. Start for the way, sir. What's your question, brother?
Hey, I just wanted to start off by saying I'm a young dog. I don't know shit. And my question was, how can I, get a girl to sleep with me, but without going on a date?
You can't.
I'm not really.
You
I'm
can't.
not right.
Well, no, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna tell you why. What does she get by sleeping with you?
Is it?
Okay, and that's why you lose. And then no, you're food. You're food. You ain't got no game, brother. You're thirsty as fuck, and a woman ain't gonna fuck with you.
So let me ask him this question. And I always ask guys in this day and age this question. So, and be honest. So, what is your issue with going on a date? What's your issue with that?
It's just a lot of. I don't really got an issue. It's just a lot of time. You feel me? I'm trying to. You feel me? Do it.
Well, you don't want to waste a lot of. Okay, so
he's scared, Anger Man. He can't communicate.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing.
Honestly, I'm trying to sleep with a lot of women without, spending a lot of time.
Wait, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The women are like money. Okay? Women are like money. As long as you thirst after money, in other words, look, when you start making a lot of money, it's when you're doing something that you find to be important, that you find to be fulfilling, and you're not worried about the money. That's when the money comes. So what you got to understand about women is, as long as you're walking around with the mentality, I want to sleep with a lot of women just for the purpose of sleeping with a lot of women, you're going to have difficulty. And the reason why is because women are very good at reading body language. And when you're out there with that mentality, it comes out of your pores, bro. It rolls off of you. If you want to be the guy that gets the most women is the guy that's not worried about them. You feel me? The guy that just, look, this is what I want you to do. And I'm gonna tell you what to do. And you will freaking have a lot of women coming at you, and you'll be able to sleep with a lot of them. This is what you got to do. What you got to do is you start going out to places where women congregate, but you don't go out there to pick them up. You just go there to have a good time. You just go there to have fun, have a good time, not focus on the women. And what you'll start noticing, especially if you're doing the other things that you're supposed to do, women will start approaching you.
All right, here's $1 million question, Carl. I got 2 questions for you. Number 1, walk us through what it's like if a woman wants to fuck you. Walk us through, what is it like if she opens that door? Walk us through what you're going to do.
Okay, so if she wants to fuck me,
she's knocking at she's knocking at your door right now. No, wait. She's knocking at your door right now. So what's the scenery right now? What is the lights up, down? Is there any music? What's going on right now? What's happening?
Okay, so it depends on the situation.
I just said she's knocking on your door, dog. It ain't no situation. Just tell us what's going on.
All right, look. I'm gonna tell her come in. We're gonna chill.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take. If she on that type of time right away, it's like she like I'm trying to fuck right now. You feel me? I'm gonna take her upstairs. Probably I ain't gonna waste no time with her.
All right, but what if she don't want to chill? What if she don't want to chill first? What if she don't want to chill first? What are you gonna talk to her about?
If she don't want to chill first,
if she don't want to fuck first, she wants to chill first. What are you gonna talk to her about?
Okay, so if she want to chill first, I'm gonna talk to her about life.
No, well, tell us. I mean, what do you mean about what about life?
I'm a very intelligent dude.
No, intelligence doesn't mean sexual. Wait, hold, bro. Wait, tell me. Just because you're intelligent don't mean you ain't got no game. You gonna talk to her about life? Let me get this straight. You're gonna talk to her about life. So if you're intelligent, let me ask you this question. Hold on, tell me.
You said she was.
All right, wait. Okay, you're intelligent. Okay, you're intelligent. So answer me a question. Why should a woman fuck you on Jump Street?
You said why would she want to fuck me on Jump Street?
Why should she?
I mean, I'm that nigga.
No, that's not. No, you're Mr. Intelligence. Wait, you're Mr. Intelligence. You gotta give me more than that. You can't be that nigga. Why should she want to fuck with you?
Cause I bring so much to the table, like I could change her life.
Well, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to?
Like, I feel like that's enough.
What is me? But wait. What is me though? Come on, I'm showing you why you ain't fucking. What is me?
all the aspects of me. See,
What
like,
are
I
the
can
okay?
just-
But okay, sir. I'm feeling
Bro, let me help you out. Okay, first of all, you're too damn thirsty. You're too damn thirsty, bro. Because you're saying if she comes in there, she gonna want to fuck. Look, first of all, most chicks do not want to fuck right away. And I'm gonna tell you why they don't want to fuck right away. Because most chicks do not want to be viewed as a hoe. Hold on, listen what I'm telling you, bro. Listen what I'm telling you. This is some shit I've learned from experience. Most women do not, because when I was younger, I was one of them dudes that would get on the phone with the chick and try to get the confirmation that I was going to get some. No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because most women, even if they are a hoe, they don't want to be perceived as a hoe. So what women do is they look for the plausible deniability. Okay? They look for the situation where they can say, yeah, I went to his house and we was chilling and it just happened. Okay? That's what they look for. So if the chick comes to your house, right? First of all, you open the door, you're like, oh, what's good? You know, you hug her, you offer her a seat, ask her if she would like something to drink, you give her something to drink, you sit down and you look at her. And you wait for her to start talking.
Can't do that though.
You look at her. You just sit down and you look at her. And matter of fact, even if you can't do that, even if you don't have the confidence to do that, to just stare at her, because look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Sexual tension exists in silence. Sexual tension exists in silence. So if you sit down on a chair and you sit down on the couch beside her in a direction where you're looking at her, you're sitting back just looking at her, waiting for her to start talking, or you could be like, what's good? And then she's gonna start talking or whatever, right? And from there, it's you said what?
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, you got it. Well, go ahead, Ingrid. You good? We got other calls. Were you good, Ingrid? Go ahead.
From there, it's all about the vibe. You gotta use the force, Luke. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use the force. You gotta use the force, but you can't force it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, caller. All right, caller.
Yeah.
We'll throw you back in, dog.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, man. You got another question? Ask us. Area code 475. You're up. Then 773. 475. Sorry for the wait. What's your question? What's up?
All right, how's it going? So I rewinded the show, and I heard you guys talking about the light switch and how most men don't know the fundamentals.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted to connect it to this. So when I learned how to meditate, I struggled to learn at first because I didn't know the.
All right, wait, sir. Okay,
know...
sir. Your question starts with a who, what, when, why, and where. What is your question, sir? How can we help you?
Mm-hmm. So the same way I learned how to meditate.
Okay, wait. I think we maybe there's a disconnect. Let me let me clear my throat. When you have a question, it's who, what, where, why, when, and how, sir. So, what is your question?
All right. So
okay, well, we'll go ahead and hang up on you and call us back when you're able to answer a question, because we don't want to hear your fucking stupid ass statements. Area code.
Before you go to the next call, let me say this too. For you guys, okay, another thing you're doing wrong, and you do it here on this freaking phone. If you're calling in and you're saying stuff with no conviction, you're saying stuff, you're not concise, you're not getting to the point, you're making us uncomfortable. So you're making the women uncomfortable, because I know you're more nervous when you're talking to the women. Y'all gotta learn how to get to the fucking point, man.
Yeah, he wants validation. It sounds like we asked him a question. We don't need to hear your statements, because we can hear in your voice you ain't got no game, man. So you just need to ask your question, big guy. 773, how can we help you, sir? What's up?
Hello, this is B Rose. How are you?
What's going on, B Rose up in here? What's good with you, girl?
Steve, it's good to meet you. It's good to talk to you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Angry man, you
What's
are
up?
right today, sir. You don't need none of them lights on. You are glowing.
Appreciate
I here's my question.
What's that?
What is the best way to go about this learning curve dating younger men to now attempting to date older men? I engaged a gentleman this weekend at a lounge, and I realized I have been used to carrying conversations with younger men. And I know that field. I know what to talk about, where to get where I need to go based on how they're interacting with me. And I got very, very shy after some of my tricks did not work.
Well, here's the problem. The tricks you're using is on, you can't trick a wall. You know what I mean? And the problem is that what you're dealing with, unfortunately, you're going to have to water down your tricks because the level of thinking of the average surface dweller that you're dealing with cannot comprehend or read between the lines that you are trying to get at them. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you gotta.
With the older men, this is what you have to realize. The older the men are, of course, you're going to be dealing with a different generation. So the man that you were dealing with, would you say he was a Gen Xer?
I would say no. He's like at the top of the millennial.
Okay, so he's close to being a Gen Xer. Okay, so here's the thing with guys that are in that age bracket. Guys that are in that age bracket, they have a little more experience. They're gonna be a little more diverse. So they're not gonna be receptive to what a lot of the younger guys will be with. You know what I'm saying? Because the younger guys, when you talk to them, all you gotta do, B Rose, you show up. You're a pretty woman. You got that soft voice. They're gonna be putty in your hands. But the guys that are a little bit older, they're not gonna be as smitten by that. They're gonna want to know what's on your mind. They're gonna want to know. So if you're talking to them, you got to have a genuine conversation with them. You can't run the game that you would run on younger dudes. You got to have like an organic, genuine conversation with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the problem, Anger Man. The problem is if she's leading, then them motherfuckers don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's the other problem too. That's the other problem too. If you have to lead the conversation with these guys, it's already wrong anyway. It's already goofy anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna be that guy. Be like, is it okay if I put the tip in? I'm coming now.
Can I tell you?
Yeah, what's up, girl?
Can I tell you what happened this weekend?
Sure.
And,
what happened?
You maybe tell me either where I went wrong or what I could have done different. Because I have this thing where, like, if I want you to continue to talk to me, and you don't ask for my number, I'll just be like, do you want my number or can I give you my number? Like, I'll just put it out there. It's either a yes or a no, right? So I was at the lounge and I was sitting at one end of the table and he was about halfway through, and I get up and I go to the bathroom. And coming back, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to go back to my seat. I'm going to sit right next to him. There's enough, space in between the two chairs. I was like, I'm just going to sit there. And I get in and I sit next to him and I'm looking at the menu. And he must think I'm looking at the menu this long because I don't know what I want. But it's really because I'm trying to think of, like, what am I going to say to, like, engage him? And he leans over and he goes, don't bother with the menu. Whatever you like drinking, just ask the bartender. And I look at him, I said, anything? And he's like, yeah, what do you like to drink? And I was like, I'm a Paloma kind of girl. And he's like, okay. And he kind of lifts his hand and he asks for the bartender to come over and he orders it for me. So instantly I'm like, yes, in. So I turn in my chair, I cross my legs, I'm smiling, just like giving like positive signals. And I get a little embarrassed because I go to sip it and they don't make it like how I normally like it. It's a little bit sour. And he's like kind of smiles at it, I guess, because I made a face. So I reach over for like the Splenda. He's like, no, don't ruin it with that. He's like, get you some agave in there. And I didn't register like what agave was. And he's like, so I go, agave? And he's like, baby. And he orders it for me and he takes my drink and and it's just like, I instantly get shy because I guess I'm used to carrying a conversation because I know how to engage someone in my age bracket. And it's just, I don't want to be shy. And so my instinct was like, ask questions. And my instinct was just,
no. See, no, look, if the guy was doing that, if he was doing all of that, Okay. He was definitely interested in you and he was engaging in you. So you look, as a woman, you can't, if you start trying to lead that conversation, it's going to be off-putting for him. You gotta let him lead. You gotta let him lead. I mean, I know you're interested in him and you want him to make the moves, but unfortunately for women, the type of guy you want is gonna have to be the guy that's assertive. And if he doesn't push the envelope, then that's not the guy for you.
Yeah, B, let me tell you something. Here's the problem. Oh, okay, and it's gonna be a sad thing, but it's gotta be a truth. You have got to sift through all the shit when you got to fuck with the zebras and you got to find the best zebra of the pack. Because if that man was actually a real man, you wouldn't even have to get up and go to him. That's why there's problems in it. It's not your fault. It's just the group of males that you're dealing with. Because a man is going to look at you and he's going to make his way down and talk to you. He's going to hold the conversation. He's not just going to order you a drink. He's going to look you dead in your motherfucking eyes, smile, and start talking to you. And if you got to lead the conversation, then the problem is you're going to become weird. Listen, you're going to become intimidating to a soft guy because he only knows what you do for a living and how you're doing. And you're coming on him like, oh my God, what is she doing? She's so aggressive. Oh, whoa. You know, and I'm not saying you're coming on aggressive. I'm saying that you've got to understand that the guys you're dealing with, because the lions, they would already bit your neck, took you up the tree. Your face would have been in the pillow. Your ass would have been up in the air already, right? But with these guys, they don't know if you're a beautiful woman. They're already intimidated by you. So they don't even know what to do. They can't even look you in your eye. So you've got to expect that you're dealing with zebras, okay? You're dealing with babies.
Yeah, if that had been me, you know, when you went to the bathroom and came back. So when you came back from the bathroom, you sat closer to where he was at, right?
Shame.
Yeah, I sat in the chair right next to him.
Well,
okay. You sat in the chair right next to him. See, number one, so when he was talking to you, did he turn and face you, or was he still talking kind of sitting straight but turned his head?
Yeah, I mean, he was I would say he didn't move from where he was standing.
Oh my God!
So already you're dealing with a dude that was not a confident dude. If he was confident, the moment you sat next to him, he would have took that as, oh, she must be interested in me, because women don't just randomly do that. So he would have turned and sparked the whole conversation, because the conversation about the drink would have just been the icebreaker. After that, he would have started having more of a conversation with you just about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that the conversation remained about the drink for so long,
terrible.
That's
hey, B, fuck around while I'm drinking my bitch drink and sit next to me and watch the fuck happens. Just it don't even fuck around with a real man and sit next to me. I'm sorry, what's up?
I really thought the conversation didn't go anywhere. I really thought the conversation
can't go anywhere.
B, I had gotten a little shy.
B,
but
no, it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. What you were doing, look, what you were doing is what women are supposed to do when they're interested in guys. They're supposed to give little hints to let him know, okay, green light, it's time for me to go in. And he didn't go in. So it's that's not your fault. That's just, and see, here's the crazy thing. You have guys that'll hear this and they'll be like, well, no, she should have did this and she should. No. Okay. Because number one, when you're having to carry the conversation, that is indicative of a lot of different stuff. Do you want to be in a relationship with a guy where you're going to have to tell him, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, can you do this, can you do that? Because that's that guy.
Right. And Billy, listen to me. Remember this, baby girl. The way they are outside the bedroom is the same way they're going to be in the bedroom. So you have to understand that if you got that guy, maybe whenever you slept with him, he wouldn't even know what to do with you. He wouldn't even know how to touch you. He wouldn't even know how to talk to you in your ear to make you even that much more wet. So you have to understand that. And
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
And I'm sorry for you ladies. You got to hear this, but you just got to sift and find the best zebra out of the bunch. And you're going to have to fix them up the way you want to fix them up, because they do not know how to manage themselves around women. Like I said, Angry Man, let a sexy ass woman fuck around and sit next to me. Let a sexy woman fuck around and sit at that motherfucking bar that's down there from me. It's already a done deal. But these guys like, oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's coming over here. Oh my God, what do I do? What and Billy, unfortunately, this is what you and a lot of women are dealing with. This is why men like Angry Man and ourselves are trying to wake up some of these guys out here to let their nuts drop from their stomach so they can start being more men versus act more like a woman, Billy.
Yeah. Be like, look, here's the thing, and this is unfortunate. I've had to tell other women this who have asked my advice about it. Unfortunately, you can probably find a lion, but you're gonna have to be patient.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna have to be real patient in this day and age. Like it's really unfortunate, but you're gonna have to be patient, because you don't want to. You don't want to, like, a lot of women end up with the guy they don't want because they force it. Force it. And it's like, if the guy is not moving a certain way, it's going to be an indication of how he's going to operate once you're together.
Yes.
You know, so the fact that you found him interesting enough, because look, I remember I was at a bar, and I was having this conversation with two women, and they were telling me that one of the most frustrating things for them is they give guys signals that they're interested, and then the guys don't latch on to it.
Not at all.
So I get where you're coming from, but yeah, it wasn't that you were, in my opinion, I think that when the guy started, I think what happened when the guy started the conversation, it put you in that feminine frame. And that's the reason why you started feeling shy. Because he started off giving you a vibe that he was going to be that dude. But then it just dropped.
Yeah. And real quick, Billy, because we have another call. But Billy, what I'm saying to you is you got a choice. Okay. I'm going to give you the good news and the bad news. Okay. You're going to be at a crossroads.
Okay.
You have a choice. You can get with a great guy that has a great job. He's got success outside the bedroom, but he's shy, timid, can't do anything for you, boring in bed, and you're going to feel like there's a hole somewhere in your body. Even though he can give you all the security, house, and all that other stuff, but he can't be a man in the bedroom. So you got to either take that, or you can find a lion in the jungle that's going to pin your knees to your shoulders, turn you on, get you wet, get you excited, a roller coaster ride of everything. But the only problem is you can't have them. You can only lease them or rent them out. So you must make a decision. You can have that bad boy, and he'll fuck you, make you feel sexy. He'll do all that stuff. You'll fall in love with him and all that, but you can't have him. You can lease him. He's like a dildo. You just take him out of the drawer like your Willie Mammoth 3000, right? Just like that. Or you can get that nice, timid guy who doesn't have any women, and you'll realize why he doesn't have any women. He doesn't know how to handle you, because look at what you're recognizing is every guy you walk up to, they have one thing in common. They don't know how to handle a woman, and they don't know how to handle a woman that shows interest as well. So and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you can't have them both.
I understand.
You must choose. You must choose one or the other.
I think I'm gonna start a business. I think I'm gonna call it Find a Husband, where I take dudes and I just train them. I train them to be real men, and just line them up for like the good women out here that's looking for good men and shit. I probably become a millionaire.
Zillionaire. So yeah. So just listen. I hate that you have to do what you're doing, because you shouldn't have to be doing this. And that's why I hate it. I love the fact that you're trying, but the problem is in what you're doing everything right. But why it's wrong is because it's intimidating to the average surface dweller that worships women and doesn't know how to handle women. See, when you get around a man, believe me, when you get to that bar, you don't even have to look. You can look over 1 second, he gonna already make his move. You don't even have to worry. And if you sat next to him, you're gonna have a great conversation. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna giggle. He's gonna make then all that shyness. Hey, Billy, I don't know if you're watching live, but I want you to look at this. I always tell the guys this curve right here. See that curve of the index finger? When you shy away, he's gonna take this and put it right under your chin and bring you right back to his eyes as he leans and kisses you. So that's when you get
my face.
Well, but when you get shy away, I don't want you shying away from me. I want you to look at me because we're gonna spit. Yeah, but I'm just saying that I'm not me, but a man like me. So you just got to make a choice. Do you want a male? Okay. Do you want a male that's not going to satisfy you? He'll give you he'll give you the house that you ever see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you an assignment. Have you ever seen the Netflix show Sex Love? Like Love Sex? Is it Sex Life or is it Love Sex? Is it Sex Life? Have you seen Sex Life before on Netflix?
I haven't, no.
Okay, write that down. Sex Life. I think it's called Sex Life. Okay. And I want you to understand this is your life right here, and you must make that decision. Because it's a show about a woman that has everything she wants. She's got the house, the good guy, the 2.5 kids, a dog, and a pie out the window, and something's missing. She used to be with a bad boy who used to push her knees up to her shoulders, fuck the shit out of her, but he wasn't available. And she always wants that guy. You got to watch that. So I'm just letting you know, you and all the women out here, you got to voice. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me give you some self-awareness, B, because I've been on panels with you or whatever, and I'm telling you, you are intimidating to guys, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. One, you are. You're a pretty woman. You got those. She got those. Hey, Steve, she got those sexy eyes too.
Oh, right? She got the. Oh, shit, B.
Sexy eyes. So B, you're a pretty woman. You got you got that pretty curly hair. You got those bedroom eyes that look. It's the type of eyes, Steve, that makes like she has the sweet voice, but she got the eyes that look like she got some fire in her. So whenever you're having conversations with dudes, the average dude, he's gonna feel intimidated. I'm just telling you the truth. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I'm just saying that, if she's looking like that, no. It's called, I want you to look it up. Write this down, Billy. Sex Life, okay, on Netflix. Sex Life. That's your homework assignment. Okay. Because I need you to understand that if you look the way, okay, here's the thing. If you look the way you look, that Angry Man's telling me, then that guy's already fucked. He already nutted in his pants. He already nutted in his in his panties. I'm sorry, not his pants. He already nutted in his panties. Oh, wow. No, I'm being real with you. Because when they can't see, a lot of guys can't imagine that they're good enough to be with a beautiful woman. And here's a beautiful woman coming at them. Oh my God, what do I say? What do I do? How do I handle that? And again, beautiful, plus you're not being aggressive, you're just being a woman, but it's going to be taken as aggression. And a lot of guys who don't have game cannot handle a beautiful woman that is not aggressive, but they're going to see you as aggressive.
Yeah, you're I guarantee you when you go out, you're having the same issue that I would imagine Island Q is having. Because y'all have these eyes that I know dudes find intimidating. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the look you have. Because sometimes you be sitting on the panel, you be sitting there with that look on your face, and I'll be like, that's what dudes be that's what dudes be looking at, and they be trying to figure you out.
Just be looking at, trying to take it all in.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just telling you, Billy, you got to have a powwow with yourself. So if you want that guy at the bar, you're going to have to water down what you are. You can't be sexy Billy. You got to be blank Billy that blinks and stares and nods and giggles and cannot have a hold of conversation. Okay. They cannot talk to you. They don't know how.
I'm a hop off so y'all can get to the next caller. But Angry Man, I'm gonna see you. Hopefully I'm gonna talk to you later. And Steve, my name is B. Okay.
Yeah,
remember
B.
That. I'm gonna call in again.
Yeah, B. You call. Yeah, I'm gonna do a show tonight. So B.
there's another Rose in the chat room. I think Steve thought that you was Billy Rose. No, this B Rose.
Rose. Okay. Hey,
Oh,
Bill-
word.
okay, my bad. I let you use Billy Rose. Okay, well, hey, listen. I'm gonna do a show tonight. So hey, listen, I want you to watch 1 or 2 episodes of Sex Life, and I want you to call in my show tonight and tell me what you think. Because we're gonna talk on that, okay?
All right.
All right. That's
Yes,
your homework
sir.
assignment, baby girl, okay? All right, we'll throw you back
All
in.
right,
Thank you for the
I'll
call. I
see
thought
y'all.
all right, take care. All
Bye-bye.
right, all right, 917. Sorry for the wait. How can we help you, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's good?
What's up?
Hey, Angry Man, Steve Dean, just wanted to say thank you for what you guys do. I wish I found you guys before I found the Red Pill, to be honest.
It's cool.
Quite honestly.
It's cool, my brother.
Quite honest. I'm past the rage shit, but I'll keep it brief. I don't want to.
No, you're good. You're good because you waited for a while. No, you're
panel.
good. You did it for you waited for a while, so you got the floor. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
The whole nice guy shit is bullshit, and I used to just lie to girls, and I was just fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And I realize that now, and I feel like such an asshole to those girls, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the problem that I'm having right now is I feel like I'm consistently inconsistent.
Yes.
I commit to things and I'll go at it for a while and then I'll stop and then I'll go back at it. And I know that I got to take accountability for what I do. So I'm curious to know, what are your thoughts on that?
Wait, what are you? Okay, real quick.
honest,
You say you're inconsistent on what? What is your inconsistency on what?
Working out, being dedicated to just the books that I'm reading.
But that doesn't make you a man, though.
Not so much my job.
But that doesn't make you a man. That's just you
Say that
working out and reading a book. I'm talking about the inconsistency in you. I can tell you what your inconsistencies are. You don't work on yourself. You don't work on your mouthpiece. You don't work on your crib. You don't sound check the places you want to go to. You don't work on how making a woman smile, laugh, blush, think, or react. You're not working on the things you should be working on. And you think reading a book and working out is going to cover those things. It's not, brother.
Here's the thing, man, with that. Okay. So working out is cool.
Yeah.
You know, reading a book is cool.
Mhm.
Reading books is cool to add to your knowledge. But here's the thing. The reason why you find yourself, because this is something that I struggled with when I was younger. The reason why you find yourself being inconsistently consistent is because you're not getting into things that you're passionate about. Okay. You got to get into stuff that you're passionate about, and you'll see that issue go away. Now, here's my question. Are you saying this because you see your inconsistent nature spilling over into your dealings with women?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. So that's what I figured. So the same way, right? The same way, and this goes back to what I've been telling guys about the vetting process. Okay. You're going to find yourself being inconsistent with certain things. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you don't know who you are.
Right.
You don't know who you are. Once you figure out who you are, and it seems cliche, but a lot of guys have not taken the time
Yes.
to really sit back and think, who am I? What is it that I like? What is it that I'm into? Okay.
Yes.
Because once you figure out what you like and what you're into, you'll be consistent. Now, I'm going to tell you something about the book reading thing. If you're reading a book and you get bored with the book, it's because the book was bullshit. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why you can't, here's one of the things that guys do. And it's, to a degree, it's like a half truth. A lot of guys blame themselves for a lot of things. Okay. And to be truthfully honest, some of the things are your fault. But the problem is the things that you guys usually blame yourself for is the shit that's not your fault. And the things that you don't blame yourself for, that's the shit that is your fault. So you got to learn how to sit back and say, okay, what is it I'm into? What is it I like? And then when it comes to women, you got to figure out what type of women you like. Because if you get with a woman that you really vibe with, you're not going to be inconsistent. You're going to be consistent. But before you even start dealing with women, before you even start trying to interact with women, you got to understand who you are as a man first. Because if you go into interacting with women without figuring that out, it's just like driving. If you don't take the steering wheel, the woman will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be in a situation where, because you don't have an identity, the woman you're dealing with will try to shape your identity for you. And when that happens, you're going to be in a world of shit.
Yeah. Caller, listen to me. Here's your biggest mistake. And everybody makes this same mistake. And this is why y'all never grow beyond what you're doing, is because, like Angry Man said, there's nothing wrong with reading books. Read as many fucking books as your heart or your eyes can handle. But here's the $1 million question. Where's the book on you?
Yeah.
Book on you. Yeah. Where's the chapter on the chapter on your values? Tell me about the chapter of your beliefs. Where's the chapter of your principle, the chapter of your character, the chapter of your laws, the chapter of your rules, the chapter of your vision statement, the chapter of your mission statement, the chapter of how you move, the chapter of how you dismiss a woman, the chapter of how you put a bid with a woman, the chapter of how you show her that she's got to work for you. See, you guys are always fucking up because you want to listen to everybody else, but not listen to yourself first. You need to put all them damn books down and start creating the book of you to learn you first. Because if you don't know your chapters and you don't know what you are, you're going to be food to these women and they're going to walk all over your motherfucking ass and get everything they want from you. But when you stand on your square and know who the fuck you are and make it about you, then everything's going to come in order and in place. But here's your problem. You're doing what everybody else is doing. All you're doing is reading a bunch of shit, which is cool, but you ain't reading your shit. Your shit should be read first. You should know every letter of every word, of every sentence, of every fucking paragraph, of every page, of every chapter, of every book of you. And if you don't have that shit, then you ain't in the game, big guy. And that's the problem with a lot of these guys. Y'all too busy reading, following everything, but you ain't creating anything for yourself. Does that make any sense, big dog?
Absolutely. Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right.
And to all of the guys listening, what Steve said is 100% correct. Now, when it comes to the cultivation of who you are, if you're listening to guys give advice, if you're reading books about certain things, you got to learn how to filter it. In other words, when I might listen to a guy and I might say, wow, he does that one thing really good. So you know what? I'm going to take that one thing and I'm going to add it to my arsenal and I'm going to make it my own.
Make it my own.
And all the rest of that shit, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to get a book. If I get a book and I read it, I say, okay, this part right here speaks to me. I'm going to add that to but everything that I'm taking in is for the purpose of cultivating me, cultivating the awesomeness that is me. You understand what I'm saying? Like for instance, we were talking when we first started the show, we were talking about Vikings, right? So in the show Vikings, a lot of Vikings that were kings and earls, they were jealous of Ragnar. And the reason why they were jealous of Ragnar is because of how famous he was, how his name was ringing bells everywhere and stuff. But the reason Ragnar became that is because he had a vision in his mind of what he wanted to do, what his purpose was, and he wasn't going to let nobody come in between that. He even risked pissing off his Earl, the guy that was above him.
Yes.
When he said, we're going to go and we're going to raid Russia. And he stood up. He said, we always do that. I want to go west. And dude said, there's nothing west. And he's like, well, we going to find out. And the reason why is because he was bold. He was about his mission. He was about who he wanted to be. He didn't do that because he wanted to make a name for himself. See, everybody else wanted to make a name for themselves. Because everything they were saying is like, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to have a bigger name than Ragnar Lothbrok, and everybody's going to forget him. See, they were fucked up, and that's why they wasn't able to do what he did. See, he didn't do what he did because he really wanted everybody to praise him and worship him. He did what he did because that's what he wanted to do.
Now,
you understand?
Right, for all my man mindset dogs, I'm gonna tell you what Anger Man just broke down. You know, I always tell you about your scribe, your marketing team, your drug lab, your culinary school, but here's a new one for you that Anger Man just dropped on you. When Angry Man says he takes information and makes it his own, he brings in what we call in his mind his blacksmith. And what his blacksmith does is take the information and form it to Angry Man's blueprint. That's what a lot of guys are not understanding about the game. It's the blacksmith that we're talking about here for all my dudes out here. See, Angry Man doesn't take information and just push that information on himself because it won't stick. Angry Man is grabbing information, putting it through his blacksmith in his mind to beat it, cultivate it, and shape it to Angry Man so that puzzle piece can fit right in with all the other attributes that he has. And that's what I just wanted to say, because I don't want this to go over the head. Angry Man is absolutely right. Take information, but it must go through, again, guys, you're y'all man mindset guys, you know what I'm talking about, your blacksmith. Bring it through your blacksmith. Let him shape it for you in your name and who you are. I just wanted to say that, Angry Man.
Exactly. I can even take it. I'm glad you said that. I can even take it a step further. You're going to see a lot of men that are really good at what they do. They're really good at swinging whatever weapon they have. You feel what I'm saying? They might have a sword. They might have an axe. They might have a hammer. They might have, a spear, anything. And one of the things you notice about like mythology, a lot of these characters, they always have some sort of weapon, but the weapon that they have is specific to them. Odin had his spear. Thor had his hammer. You feel what I'm saying? Loki had his knives. So what I basically do is I sit back and I look at the weapons that other dudes have, and I say, okay, give me that weapon, give me that weapon, give me that weapon. And then I say, melt it down.
Exactly.
And then make the weapon I want. So it's specific to me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's specific to me. You understand?
Yes, exactly, gentlemen. So for all you guys out, that's why I'm saying this is why the mind is deep, because when you have those elements, describe everything we've been showing you, this adds to it, because we never talk about the blacksmith, but this is what Angry Man is talking about, his blacksmith. He is going to take information, but he can't wield another man's sword. What he's got to wield must fit his hands. It must be a perfect, precise weight. It must be a perfect, precise shape and width and all these things. And it's got to fit Angry Man's liking, or he's going to throw it away and say, make it again. And if it's not good the next time, do it again until when I lift whatever that sword is that you are sending me, that it fits me, I can move and I can do all the things that I can do. And see, this has nothing to do with women, guys. As you can see, this is all about the mindset you have as a man. And that's what Angry Man just breaking down to some of you aficionados that we're breaking down to, Angry Man.
Word. Because at the end of the day, you have to decide what it is that's going to make you legendary.
To you, exactly.
What's going to make you legendary, not what another. That's why in these spaces you have a lot of different guys that had a lot of different weapons. You feel what I'm saying? And see, the funniest thing about it is I'll be on panels and stuff, and guys be like, "You're angry." Yeah, but that's my weapon.
That's his weapon. Yeah, exactly.
That's my weapon. I forged it. I forged it, and it fits me perfectly. Nobody else can wield that weapon the way I wield it. You feel what I'm saying? They look crazy trying to wield it. It's like Kratos with the fucking blades of chaos. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody can't wield that shit. It's like Thor with that axe. Everybody can't wield it. You feel me? They can't even pick it up.
They can't, because they're not worthy to pick it up.
They're not worthy. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta figure out what your weapon is, and you gotta make it in a way where no one else is worthy to pick it up but you. You feel me?
Yeah, and I want to say this, dog. This is what's wrong with you surface dwellers, man. Why are you so fucking mad at women? Women aren't full of shit. They just can recognize you're full of shit. Okay? And they're not scared of an aggressive motherfucker. They're scared of a creepy motherfucker.
No, I think he's talking about the dudes. I think he's talking about the dudes.
Well, he's saying these bitches are full of shit. They scared of a.
I think he's calling the dudes bitches.
I don't know if you're calling a dude. You gotta speak up and explain. Are you talking about bitches? Or are you talking about the guys? Because if you're talking about the guys, I agree. If you're talking about the guys, R-Dog, I agree. But if you're talking about them women, man, nah, I disagree. These women ain't shit. They what we are. Okay, they what we are. All right. So I maybe I need some clarification. But see, here's important. Make sure when you make a statement, don't make a statement through your perception of reality. Make a statement that everybody can read and understand. That's all I'm saying. And that's something that a lot of y'all guys, y'all don't do well. Y'all make statements to think that we can understand what you're saying, but they can't. Okay, so he's talking again, like I said, he's talking about the
females.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying, dog. See that?
Women are not afraid of aggressiveness. They're not. Women crave aggressiveness. Women love aggressiveness. I don't think I've ever seen a woman or ever dealt with a woman that when you were in bed with her, she was like, "You're too aggressive."
I know who said that. Where is that?
I don't think I've ever seen. And see, what you got to realize about women is, regardless of what they say, regardless of what they do, women are at their most honest in that bedroom.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's when they're at their rawest, most animalistic truth. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because in public, if you were to tell a woman she's a bitch, she probably have a problem with that. But you say it in the bedroom, she don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and what you guys don't understand here is that you motherfuckers create what you call bitches. Because I want y'all to think about this. These women trust most of you motherfuckers in your word when you say, "Yeah, girl, I want a relationship." "Nah, girl, I just don't want sex. I really want to get to know you," type bullshit. And then once you get the pussy, you roll the fuck off to the next town. I'm not knocking you for that. But what I'm knocking you for is, why don't you just be honest and tell her, look, all I want to do is fuck. See, what y'all guys understand is, the more honest you are with a woman, the easier it's for her to make the decision of, you know what? Even though I'm a little taken back that he just wants to fuck me, but shit, let's fuck. Why? You guys act like women don't want to fuck. You guys act like women hate sex. They love to fuck. They love dick. They masturbate more than your motherfucking asses do. And they're nastier than you motherfuckers. So if you are just honest with them and tell them straight up what you want to do. Now, please understand, if you're creepy and you're weird and shit, it ain't going to work. But a man can just keep it a buck with a woman, man. I'm not here to, Angry Man, please explain to these dwellers what the fuck I'm talking about on this shit, man.
It's like, look, it's like that song that Dead Prez came out with called Mind Sex, where he's talking to her and he's talking about having a great conversation. And he said, "Yeah, and don't think that I don't want to have sex, because I do." You feel what I'm saying? But he wanna fuck her mind first. Like, you gotta be honest about what you want to do and not be sitting up here lying and telling these chicks that you want to do this. Because look, the women follow. However you lead them is where it's gonna go. You feel me? So if you're leading the woman with a bunch of lies, she gonna be a lying ass motherfucker.
Yeah, she'll get me all mad. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all like, "Yeah, I wanna fuck. Let me put some chloroform in this fucking napkin and put it over her fucking." That's why they ain't fucking with y'all. Because here's the question. Even if she gave you the pussy, here's the $1 million question for all you guys that want to fuck. What's in it for her?
And look, what's annoying to me is that every time guys talk to you guys like this, you're not receptive. You don't want to listen. I was just on Anton's panel a couple of days ago, and we were talking about this. And by the way, Steve, he gave you a shout out.
Oh, appreciate that.
When me and him are talking about how men because Anton, he says the same shit. It's like, yo, it's about what I want.
Mm-hmm.
About me. I'm the prize. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? He has that mentality, and he's telling guys this while his wife is sitting right next to him.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And it's like they still don't get it. Like I've done this. I've talked this way with my woman in the room. And it's like, bro, if we were capping, if we were lying, we wouldn't be able to say this shit around the women that we're with.
Absolutely.
So you know we're not lying about the shit. It's like, bro, we're talking this shit. And a lot of times you guys say, women ain't gonna deal with that, or women ain't gonna this. Bruh, you're talking to guys that have women. And a lot of you guys that saying women ain't gonna deal with this, women ain't. A lot of you guys don't even have women.
Man, women, man. Oh,
and what I mean, how much more proof do you need other than women calling into the show
and telling y'all,
saying you're 100% right? And here's the thing: we not up here simping. We not up here saying everything. We not up here on no Derek Jackson shit. So you know they not calling in because of that. You feel what I'm saying? We up here saying, no, it's about you, dude. You run the show. You the man. She got to follow you. So when a woman calls in and agrees to that, you know she not running game.
Yeah. And you know what's real quick, what's so sad is I mean, I don't know how she looks, but I guess she sent you photos, but you have a beautiful woman calling, telling you she's going up to a guy. When did the world shift where women gotta come up to you motherfuckers? When did the world shift when a woman has to hold a sign and say, look at me, talk to me, I'm interested in you? When did this happen, Angry Man? When did this shit go down?
It happened when men collectively, most of them, decided to detach their nuts from their scrotum and sit it on a damn shelf and say, you know what? I don't think I need this in this day and age. That's what fucking happened. And it sickens me to my fucking core. I would rather be do you realize with all you civilized fucking modern day men that are, you know, all studious with your freaking tie and shit, going back and forth to your little goofy cubicle job. Do you realize if I was a single man, I would get more pussy walking around here as a long beard having fucking barbarian talking the shit that I talk on a daily fucking basis, bro? Because women have been a certain way for a long time. You have thousands of years of women dealing with aggressive men, being attracted to men that are straightforward, honest, and truthful, right? And so then nowadays you think you sit back and you've listened to all of these women say, no, I want a man with sensitivity. I want a man that does this and does that. And you believed it.
Fuck that. Stop believing that. Yeah. Stop believing the bullshit, guys, at the end of the day. But this is what we're trying to show you with game. See, when you have game, you can fuck her without fuck. See, that's why you know why you don't have to ask for the pussy when you have game? Because you're already fucking her here. And y'all don't even understand that shit. You already are fucking her and she wants to fuck you. But man, hey, Angry Man, let a fucking in a 100 days, let a motherfucker roll up and try and think she gonna roll up and sit next to me and then be like, well, hi, my name is Roger. I'm a Pisces, and what's your? I mean, what the fuck is that bitch ass shit, man? I wish a motherfucker would.
Bro, Biggie told him on Big Papa. He said, who you attracting with that line? What's your name? What's your sign? You feel me? Soon as he turned around, I just creep up from behind and ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile.
Yeah, what's up, girl?
You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Let's get out of here, man. Let's go do something. Instead of me sitting around, you know, I went to Stanford and I had my doctorate, and you know, excuse me, I got a stick in my ass, got to adjust it a little bit. I mean, what is it? Listen, gentlemen, listen. I'm telling you, they don't want a 3-minute man. I'm telling you, you cannot push her knees to her shoulders here. If you can't make her, you remember the Wizard of Oz when that fucking house fell on that fucking witch bitch? If you can't have her toes curl like that wicked witch did when the house landed her motherfucking ass. Here, you know what I'm talking about, Angry Man. Then you might as well get out of the game, dog, because all to be is a dinner and someone to hang out with and be a shoulder to cry on. Because women, look, women want sex, but they want good sex. They want someone that knows what they're doing, but not someone that's going to judge them as whores and sluts from the get-go, but allow them to do whorish and slutty things, Angry Man.
Yeah, facts. They don't get it, man. There's a reason why. There's a reason why guys like the fucking Weeknd women go crazy over him and they're over his music. Because he don't talk that fucking talk shit. You feel me? He got one song where he said, all of my girls train, all of them swallow. You'll literally see women even in the 90s. I remember when Akinelli came out with that song, Can I Fuck You for Free? And put it in your mouth. Chicks would literally be on the dance floor singing the lyrics. Yo, when I witnessed that, I said, oh, hold up. Niggas got the game fucked up.
Yes.
Like, bruh, like, oh my God. They look.
Yeah, man.
They don't get it, man.
They don't get it, man. And let's just wrap this up because, we had 2 hours mark. But, Angry Man, at the end of the day, y'all guys cannot get mad at women when y'all are creating the angry, the bitterness. You're creating the bitch in them, and you're creating their need to want to be with a man because you motherfuckers can't even handle pussy. Yeah, I mean, they don't even know man. You had a woman call the show telling you motherfuckers she's doing everything she can to show a motherfucker she interested, and the motherfucker is scared, Angry Man.
Shit's crazy. And the crazy thing about it is I know her from conversations that have been had. She's a good chick. She's a good chick. And the crazy shit is you got dudes running around here saying good chicks don't exist.
Oh, yes, they do.
Nah, they do exist. The problem is you're not hunting anymore.
Right.
You're not hunting anymore. Like you're sitting back waiting for the chick to hunt you. You know what I'm saying? Which, it depends on the type of dude you are, but y'all are operating incorrectly, man.
Right. So I'm going to tell the guys the same thing. You watch Sex Life. You got to make a choice. Do you want to be that soft, good guy, or do you want to be that bad motherfucker that gets a lot of women? You got to it's your choice. It's your choice. But all you ladies out there, like I tell you before, you get with a man, you can only rent or lease him. You cannot have him, but he will give you everything you've always wanted. You just got to make the choice, Angry Man. They just got to make the choice.
Yeah, you got to make the fucking choice, man. I don't know, man. I get tired of the guys like not wanting to be receptive, and it's like, bro, you just got to listen, Daniel, son. You got to listen. You're like, even with that new Karate Kid movie when Jackie Chan was teaching Will Smith's son.
Right.
When a dude went to hit him and he threw the block up, he was surprised, like, oh shit. Like, bro, if you learn the fundamentals and let nature take its course, because part of it is instinct. But the problem is everything that you guys have learned up to this point has your instinct off. And you need to learn the fundamentals so that you can recalibrate your instinct. You feel me?
Yeah, what is this motherfucker saying right here? What the fuck are you saying right here?
He said, and I agree with most of what y'all saying, but let's not take full accountability of women. They love that. It motivates them to do more bullshit. They love the shield we put up for them. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing, bro. Because this is the same conversation that y'all keep having, man. It's not about putting up a shield. What I'm trying to tell you, what Steve's trying to tell you, is that when you are operating on, if you're operating on all cylinders, it doesn't fucking matter what they do.
Doesn't matter. You don't give a fuck.
Matter what they do. It doesn't. And I get what y'all are saying. Yeah, they got a lot of goofy, kooky behavior, but the problem is the moment you start focusing too much on the kooky behavior to where, because like I do shows where I talk about women's goofy behavior. I do. But never once have I ever told you that her behavior should impact the way you operate.
Never.
The way you operate is supposed to trump all of that shit, as annoying as it can be. And really, when I do shows talking about women, I'm talking about what the wrong type of women do. You're not even supposed to be pursuing those women. You feel what I'm saying? You're not even supposed to be trying to entertain those women. You're supposed to be trying to entertain the women that's going to get with your program. The only reason I talk about the women that do all the wrong things is I'm trying to show you the signs of the women you don't want to deal with.
Right. Absolutely. So Big Dog, you got it all wrong, man. You got to wake up. And this is the I can see why you're having bad times with women, because you just want to put, I don't know what the shield shit is about, dog. Come on, man. We don't talk about no fucking Michael B. Jordan type shit over here, man.
Look, nobody making no excuses for these women. Like we know what they do, but the problem is, guys got to understand, women have always done this shit.
Yeah, and guess what?
Yeah, the only difference is, like, I'll give you a prime example. I was young in my 20s, right? And I was at the damn pool hall shooting pool with an older black man. He was nice on the pool table. And I was complaining about something that I had went through with a woman I was dealing with, right? And he just listened the whole time I was venting. He just listened. He was shooting pool and listening. And at one point, he stopped. He said, "You know what your problem is, young blood?" And I said, "What's that?" He said, "Guys, your age, you younger guys," he said, "you take women too seriously." And I never forgot that, because I was like, oh shit, you're actually right. You're taking them too seriously as far as the shit they say, because women talk. They gonna always talk. They gonna always say goofy shit. But when you're the type of dude, just like China White said, y'all don't even realize women do all of that shit to figure out if you're the guy they want to deal with.
Biting the gold, Angry Man. They're gonna bite the gold. Are you fool's gold, or are you the real deal? And if you fool's gold, you just dinner. I appreciate all the dinners you take them out, because that's all you're gonna get from them is a dinner. And you can't get mad at them if they eat your food, because they never wanted you in the get-go. But you don't believe that. They will always show you they don't want you by, you know what, sending you one-word text messages, not answering your messages, saying that they're busy, talking about other guys. They always show you that they're not interested in you. But if you choose to take them out to dinner, that's your choice. They're not forcing you to do that. But you can't get mad when they say, well, we ain't fucking.
Yeah. Because you went out with her. You entertained that bullshit. Like,
for real. All right. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. So we will see you guys next Monday. My dog, Amen. Hey, all the Beano Nation, all the man mindset motherfuckers, got love for y'all guys. And we going to see you guys next Monday.